Oh my God, Scotty! I love it. Shut the front door. I can't.
Who's Scotty?
You like that?
That ain't Scotty.
Oh my
That's
God.
Gabriella.
He looks like he's from an 80s rock band.
The Poison Man.
There you go.
Don't
There you
have
go.
big parts.
Look, I ain't even that bang. Wow. I ain't been able to do that since high school.
How you
You
doing,
feel that free?
Kyle?
You feel that free?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. Well, welcome to the show, everybody.
Welcome.
We have Howard, Jackie, and Dana from Paranormal Swamp Talk Investigations.
Investigation. This is Swamp Talk. That's investigation. Man, I can't let you do something. Oh my Lord.
Paranormal Swamp Investigation.
There you go. See, Paranormal Swamp Investigations.
Paranormal Swamp Investigation.
Jackie saved the day. See, that's why she should be talking and not me. Swamp Ass Investigations. That's right, Kyle. See, he's got my back. He's got my back. I'm just saying.
This ain't Hey Boo.
What?
She has to talk to Hey Boo.
I didn't say it was Hey Boo, but she's still on this show right now, so she can talk.
That's right. We're Swamp Ass Investigations.
That's what it's like right now with all this heat.
Oh, definitely.
That's Swamp Ass.
So who's Facebook user? Who said Chrissy is still recovering from the Parrot Crew podcast? Is that Courtney or Steven or somebody else?
This thing is hot.
I'm sure it is. Are you ready to take it off already? Oh, that's funny.
I need to put some Metallica on and be like,
Oh, hi, Matt. It's not showing your name. Yes, everybody go follow Matt at the Paranormal Consultant. He's good people. His two other co-hosts were just as fun and funny and outgoing as he was. We just did that show before we came on here.
We found Chrissy's twin.
I look like cousin It with it on.
I think I talk a lot more than she does. Or maybe it was just because we were the guests, so she was letting us do all the talking.
All right, let's see what we got going on in here. Oh, you got called the Twisted Sister.
Yes, Twisted Sister.
Well, that's because you were too busy arguing with your wife, Chad.
She called you out. Irene says, just ignore you.
So Chrissy ignored them.
Who, Chad? That's his fake profile. Huge ass.
Huge ass.
Jeez.
Because that's what he is.
With a tiny pecker.
Oh my God. Did you see what he said? I told her to put out or get out. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because if you said that, you'd be dead right now, sir. You would not be typing. I know your wife.
I told her that.
I can't. Kim, honey, if you don't have my phone number, just send me a message. I was getting neutered in the back. Into that. He said, maybe I'm dead. No, you're not dead. I promise. You're probably gonna wish you were though when she finds out you said that on the show.
Oh, that'd be good. I hope she ran.
So, anyways, we have
Oh,
Howard's team on here, or part of his team. So, Dana, how long have you been
Like
investigating?
Sarah's all right. I hope she ran.
How long
I'm sorry, I
have I been
missed
on
that.
the team? A year and a half.
So, were you investigating prior to being on the team, or was you new to it then, or?
I was new to it when I came onto the team.
All right.
what do you think so far?
I love everybody on the team.
Even Howard?
Even Howard.
Okay. I figured I'd ask, you know. I don't.
Me and Howard go back to, we were kids, huh, Howard? We went to
High
school
school,
together.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Okay.
And so now on the team, I do the research on before our investigations and stuff, and I help look for investigations, and I do background research
Okay.
for our investigations. And we have a pretty exciting investigation coming up that we're all pretty excited about. That I'll let Howard tell you more about it.
It's an investigation.
Our documentary investigation that we're just going to start.
Where's the location, or can you disclose that?
Oh yeah, Howard, go ahead. I'll let you. You're the team leader. Let you.
One of them. The other team leader seemed like he couldn't come on tonight, Gabe. I'll call you.
I know, Gabe. You're in trouble, Gabe.
Gabe, I'm gonna hunt your ass down because I didn't get invited to your house for a barbecue when I was in Louisiana, and now you don't even come on the dadgum show. That's just messed up.
Time to get fired. He's fired.
Yeah, you had one job, Gabe. One job.
One job.
I don't like you no more. I'm just saying. Just saying. This is twice, dude. Twice. I am going to barbecue him, Irene.
Oh, well, look, I'm watching all this stuff that's going on. And boy,
right.
Irene's in here talking about how she loves Jackie, and Steve says he loves you too, I guess, in a sense there, Jackie, I guess.
It won't be long. I heard the woman contracted Beth Allen to do the job. Oh, my Lord. I don't have to contract Beth Allen. She's my sister. Is that better? Do I have an identity? No, Matt, buddy. You're still a Facebook user. But that's okay.
And all kind of stuff. It must be in the other. We're going to be doing Mandeville Cemetery. We're going to be doing a lot of research, a lot of stories coming out of the Mandeville Cemetery, because there's a lot of things that cemetery has a lot of history. And it's kind of actually shocked me some of the things some of the people who are buried there, who they are. And some of their stories are truly amazing. But the first one we're going to come out straight out of the bullpen is going to be with Faith Hathaway. And they had a bunch of books and movies and stuff like that that's written and told about her. And from what I've seen so far, all these movies and books are citing pretty much the poor, murderers, the poor. It's poor me, poor.
Yeah,
bullshit.
They're still on death row.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Oh shit, you in trouble now, there, Chad Candy.
I love you, Beth Allen.
I'm saying.
Yes, he's in trouble.
They're nice in there saying he didn't even do anything.
Oh. How are you even going to even say that, sir?
You're in trouble.
Chad's innocent. Leave Chad alone.
The word innocent, listen, the word innocent and Chad do not belong in the same sentence, Scott.
Yeah, they do. I got you, Chad, brother.
No, absolutely
She is the
not.
para thug. She is the para thug. She will find you. She will just show up.
Hi, Beth.
But no, getting back to this, we're going to be doing a lot of stories in it. And the first one I said is Faith Hathaway. Everything's portraying the poor victim. They're making the murderers become the victims. And I don't want to go that route. I talked it over with everyone, and pretty much we come to the same consensus is that we want to do something. I want to do something personally with telling Faith's story, and letting Faith, tell her what happened, and that's why we're going to be doing some uh, a lot of EVPs and a lot of follow-ups with just her gravesite. Um, One, it was kind of a setback. We found out today. Dana was telling me that um, the murder site it's on state park. It's in the state park, and which they won't let us go in there at night because of the caving system. Or these big, it's an uprising, and um, I can see where that can be a problem. That being at night in the dark and somebody could slip and fall and really get hurt. I can see that, but they're saying that we cannot film there or we cannot do anything in there. And that's like telling you couldn't record for your child's birthday party at a state park. If you had a birthday party, and then to me that's bullshit. So I'm going to fight that and see what we could do. But it's probably be a daytime investigation with that place, and then of course we're going to try to get to where Willie's buried at, who murdered Faith Hathaway, one of the murderers. And see, because it's in a private cemetery. It's a family cemetery, and I don't know if they're going to want us allow us to even go in there and to do an actual investigation. It's going to be kind of funny because the family in question is known to be a family that is really unstable.
Yes.
So,
Most people know the story from the movie Dead Man Walking. And
Yeah, I've never
it's
seen that
not
movie.
even the true story. They have the crimes mixed together. Faith is not the only victim here. Robert Willie was a serial killer.
Ooh.
And he had victims before Faith and after. But she grew up, I actually knew her. I knew Robert Willie and I knew Joseph Vaccaro. So I knew I was young, but Faith was a very nice girl. She was leaving to go into the army that morning of her kidnapping and murder. And it was just a sad situation. And the movie is portraying Robert Willie as this
victim,
pathetic, sad character, when in all actuality, he was a bully. He was very mean, and experts say if he wouldn't have gotten caught, he would have been probably one of the most horrific serial killers of all time.
Next to me.
now the thing is, a lot of people don't know this, is that Faith wasn't the first victim that they brought. The Fricky's Cave, they call it Fricky's Cave, in Washington Parish here in Louisiana. He's not the very first victim. I think it was Dana. Dana did the research on this, and there was another.
She was the first one. Debbie was. They brought her there, but Debbie was there. But Faith's body was there when they brought Debbie.
There was a second victim they brought up there, but she wasn't murdered. She was just, thank goodness, and she's still alive.
Yes.
But yeah, boss is talking shit now.
No, Kim was.
To give you an idea of what type of person Robert Willie and Joseph Vaccaro were, They kidnapped Debbie and Mark off of the riverfront in Madisonville just a day or two after they killed Faith at the Freaky Caves in Franklinton here. They drove them, they put Mark in the trunk. They drove them both to Alabama. They got to a wooded area in Alabama. They pulled Mark out of the trunk. They tied him to a tree. They burned him all over his body with cigarettes. They stabbed him in the side, slit his throat, and shot him in the head, back of the head twice. All along, he's tied to a tree, and left him there for dead.
Execution style.
Yes. Miraculously, after almost over 24 hours, he untied himself from a tree, and he was paralyzed from the waist down, but he survived.
What? Holy moly.
That just gives you a little glimpse into the mentality of these two guys.
Wow.
So that's the very first one we're coming out of the bullpen with. I mean, there's other stories in the cemetery. It's between two lovers. It was a murder-suicide, and I don't want to give names out on these two because they aren't published out there. But this is a boyfriend and girlfriend. The boyfriend supposedly accidentally shot the girlfriend, not far from my home, mind you.
Right.
Probably about a mile away from me.
Mile or two down the road from where you live, huh?
And murdered her and then took his own life the next day. Not even like 12 hours later, wasn't it?
About 12 hours later.
Yeah, took his own life. And then the sick part was the families knew each other, and they were buried. They're buried in the same cemetery, but they had the same funeral, the wake, in the same funeral home at the same time.
Yes.
What?
But
That'd be kind of odd.
But back in 1980, 81, when this took place, there wasn't very many funeral homes around in the area. So the funeral home that they used was one of the few that was available in our area. If not the only one, I'm not sure. I have to check that out. But yeah, and then she was pregnant. They found out she was pregnant after the murder-suicide. So that's another case we're working on. So there is a lot of things that go on. There are a lot of history, a lot of cases in the Mandeville Cemetery, from Confederate soldiers to the mass grave, the burial of the club, the gay, the people from the gay, what is it, upstairs?
I think it was called the Upstairs Lounge or something like
the
that.
Upstairs Lounge. It was a notorious, a big thing where a man went in there, caught the bar on fire, and blocked everyone in, and almost 50 people were burned alive.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
So a lot of them back, when was it, 78?
Something like that. They just had an anniversary of that too.
A lot of the families didn't claim the bodies because they didn't like the fact that their relatives were gay, and so a lot of them were buried at the Mandeville Cemetery in a mass grave, an unmarked grave.
Was it unmarked or mass or both?
It was a majority. Well, it's an unmarked grave. I'll just say it like that. I don't know about a mass, but it's an unmarked grave.
I got an idea where it's at. We're looking into that right now. It's sort of like where they have what they call potter's graves.
Yes.
And the potter's graves are not even marked. They're just an area. And I think I know where that section of the cemetery is at. And next time we will go, matter of fact, this weekend when we go up there, I'm hopefully going to go. One of the first things I want to do is check out that area, and before we, let everybody else set up around Faith's grave and do what we have to do there.
Sounds like there's going to be a lot of negative energy there.
Honestly, they seem like there's been a lot of negative energy about even starting this investigation. It's been like tension, a lot of tension, I find. It's like almost like something's wanting us not to do this investigation. Don't y'all feel that way too?
Yep. Yep. Because there's been a lot of, matter of fact, we lost a member of the crew today, the team, but we gained 2 members possibly. We want to have try them out this weekend and see what what they're about. And then we have a special guest investigators coming with us this weekend. 2 of the youngest paranormal investigators in the field. It's the Ghosty Girls. They'll be there. Gracie and Vivi will be with us, and I think that's I'm excited about that. I think that's going to be fun.
Very awesome. So, you guys got any trigger objects you're going to use this weekend?
Oh, for the mass grave with the homosexuals, I might dance, take my top off.
Ooh.
And
you're bad.
And make sure you record that and record it and send it to me.
Listen, I'm gonna need you to go live for that.
Yep.
We're talking about doing a live with that too. So we definitely I want to film it, but that's one. Matter of fact, I got a couple of people in here watching right now. Mr. Sidney Smith, I call him Mr. Paranormal of New Orleans. He owns Haunted History Tours down there in New Orleans. So if you ever go down, want to take a history walk, haunted history, that's his tours. You want to go see him. And then Miss Angela Johnston, Angie, that's where I got back into the paranormal field with. Heck of a woman. We had a little bit of a spat, and we made up. I kissed and made up. She exposed her left cheek to me.
You have spats? No.
So I kissed her butt, and no, I just after everything that happened here with recent events this past year, I felt that it was time to put all childish and bullshit games to the side, and try to make amends where amends were needed to be made. And because and I said this on Chrissy and I just did a show on the Paranormal Consultant with Matt Barron. Para-unity is becoming a thing of the past. It seems like I don't like to say that, but I mean, but there's too many people out there that seem to have huge egos, and it's we don't get paid to do this. We don't get paid to. Matter of fact, we spend a heck of a lot more money than we actually are going to make on this thing. I mean,
oh yeah,
making money -0, -$9 billion, and spending money, it's still ongoing.
Yep.
You're not gonna make money doing this.
No.
It ain't a popularity or fame thing. I mean, I think this is supposed to be proving the life after death, the existence of life after death, which I think a lot of people have already proven, but it's just getting more details about it, and working together. And the thing is, nobody wants to work together, and that's a shame.
Normally, our team works pretty well together, but for some reason on this one investigation, it's like something is trying to stop us. It's like everywhere we turn, we're hitting roadblocks, and there's just been a lot of tension. But it's almost like a negative force. I feel is trying to stop us from doing this investigation.
No, I understand. I mean, there's been investigations where I went to like 13 graves here in town, where you just get that negative energy before you go, because it's an older cemetery here, and a lot of its family members dating back from the 1800s, young kids and stuff. So, yeah, you get that feeling, and yeah, I definitely know that feeling.
Well, we have a strong team, and our team is to me is we're family, and you know we all love each other. But yeah, it's just this has been probably for me. I can't speak for y'all, but for me, this seems like this has been the most difficult investigation since I've been on the team. What do y'all feel about that, Jackie? Howard?
It's definitely up there. Yeah, it's definitely up there because I'm reading a bunch of stuff that's coming in at the same time. I'm sorry. Um, it's not the most negative thing I've ever seen while doing investigations, but yeah, there's something definitely dark that's trying to prevent this story being told, and that's the whole purpose is. I want to tell it her perspective.
Right.
I want her words. I want her. We've heard from the killers. Poor me, poor me, poor me. Now it's time to hear from her, the actual victim.
Right.
And that's where I want to go with this.
I agree with that. This is here is her as more about. There's not a whole lot about Faith out there. Her story is just about what happened to her on this one particular night, but she has a lifetime before that, and she was a very good person, and she deserves her recognition and her story to be told, and her life was more than just this crime.
And don't get me wrong, a lot of people know me, and a lot of people have seen our lives and how we investigate, and a lot of people have seen our shows, how I conduct myself on shows. Just because I'm acting like a crazy ass or whatever on these shows, don't mean that's how I investigate.
No, you're a total different person when you're investigating. He's serious. You don't get Howard serious very much often, but when you do, it's on an investigation for sure.
You gotta give them, and I believe in giving them respect. I mean, these were living people one time too, and they're still living somewhere. It could be here, it could be in where if they crossed over, they're somewhere there a lot, and you got to show them that respect. I mean, I'm pretty sure, Chrissy, you wouldn't. Well, maybe I don't know. You might like that. If you was dead today or tomorrow, and I stand over your grave and pissed on it. I mean, I don't know. You might like that kind of stuff.
That's what's probably going to happen when I pass away.
Listen.
Listen. Okay, for those who don't know, I ride a motorcycle, and I'm not part of an MC, but there's a huge group of us. And that is actually, and if you don't know, that's actually a way of respect that bikers do is when you pass away, your family, your biker family, peace on your grave. That is true.
I mean, if that's a tradition that somebody practices and they find it respectful, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I've never heard of that tradition, but I certainly believe that, people that practices that tradition. No. Howard, you would be doing it so I would pop up out of the grave and say, listen, that's why you would do it.
Yeah. Well, when Howard goes, I'm going to go to his grave and I'm going to poop on it. That's a sign of respect right there. That's respect.
Oh, goodness.
And I'm going to eat something really, really hot, so I know it's flowing like the lava, bro.
Oh, Lord. I can't. I
can't. Might be a little corn bush come out of that. I don't know.
Right.
You never know. It might be a flower. Some exotic flower might grow out of that thing.
Probably a Carolina Reaper plant.
It is.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Reading all this stuff that's coming in.
Irene says, yikes, I won't tell you guys where my grave is going to be.
I hear you.
Stephen Woodard, I can't. I can hear him right now. I just can't with these people.
As far as Robert Willie, the reason he got the death sentence, not to change the subject, but it popped in my head. He's considered, and Joseph Acaro didn't get the death penalty. He died in 2008 in Leavenworth Prison in Kansas. It's because Robert Willie was considered a serial killer. He had victims before Faith. He killed a 19-year-old boy. Him and his cousin killed a 19-year-old boy named Dennis Hempy. He was 19 years old. They beat him and drowned him to death and took his marijuana. Speaking of marijuana. And then his second victim was Sergeant Louis Wagner. Was killed June 3rd, 1978 here in Covington, where it's right out of Mandeville, where we all live here. And then Faith, and then he had Debbie and Mark, which Mark, they both survived, but that would have been 5 people, 5 victims that we know of.
Now you got to remember back then the area that we live in now was substantially smaller back then.
Oh yes, yes. It was.
You only had a certain. I mean, it might have been 1,000 people, maybe 2,000 people living in Mandeville,
right,
when this was happening.
What is it now?
Oh God, it's like Metairie. I mean, it's getting that bad. Oh,
Metairie.
This is small. Really?
Yeah.
I don't know what the population
How much crack you
rate
smoking
is,
today?
but it's quadrupled since them days.
This is small compared to across the lake.
I'm talking about Metairie. It's not.
Okay, Metairie.
They don't have businesses
This
on
is
every
small
corner.
compared to Metairie.
Population-wise.
No, I think
Why
Metairie.
you keep saying every time we come across bringing your grandson back home and saying, "Oh God, look at the freaking traffic."
Y'all
Oh,
get used to that. That's the way they communicate.
Listen, you're the guest. Stop arguing with your wife and answer the question. What's the population of Mandeville now?
A lot of people.
That does not answer my question, sir.
Hold on, I'll Google it.
You live there and you don't even know the answer?
I don't want to know the answer because there's too many people. If I can't stand on my front porch and piss anymore, then there's too many people.
Is it more than 40,000?
No matter what.
I know, but that's besides the point. People are actually watching now. I got to put lipstick on it and a little smiley face and everything else just to go out there and pee off my porch.
He's probably thinking it's about the size of Wabash or Wabatucky.
No, huge ass. You're being a huge ass.
All right.
Today.
The population of Mandeville, Louisiana is 12,567 people.
12,000, that's it?
Okay, now do the population in Metairie.
And back then, it was back then in 1987, between 1978 and 80, it might have been 1,000.
Wow.
Yeah, that grown pretty fast then. Yeah.
Well,
Jason, Katrina, that's when it really boomed.
Yeah, Jason keeps saying that Mandeville's country, and it's not. It's, to me, that's city. I mean, it's not New Orleans, but it's not.
No, Covington's more country than anything.
Yeah.
Covington?
Mandeville? I think Covington's more country than Mandeville.
Yeah, I'm in Covington, and yeah, on the outskirts of Covington where I live, they actually call it Goodby, but I got a Covington address, so I don't know. But anyway, everybody in my neighborhood has at least an acre piece of property. So yeah,
nice.
And then what happens is, I mean, you got basically what separates Mandeville from Covington is I-12. That's it.
Right.
I mean, you have I-12. Once you get where you stayed at, Chrissy, you stayed right there at the hill. That's Covington.
Yeah.
and you go
Yeah,
in the
that was
overpass,
funny.
you're in Mandeville.
I know. That's what I told Jason. I said everything runs together. I said I'm not saying that it's not a pretty area, because it is. It's a gorgeous area. But Mandeville to me is not country. It's not. It's
No, it's
city.
more steady.
It's city.
Yeah,
It's
but back
small
in the
city,
day,
but it's city.
back in those days, we had one red light for the whole town, and 90% of the buildings weren't there. It
Yeah.
was wooded area. Most of, I wish I would have been smarter and bought some real estate back when I was young, because I would be rich right now.
Absolutely.
I mean, right where this couple I was talking about, the murder suicide young couple, that's less than a mile away from me. It's about a mile. It's right there by Quail Creek. That used to be cattle. There used to be a guy by the name of Clay Prieta used to own all that.
Correct.
And he raised his cows there. And he had a big barn right there off of Highway 1088.
That's actually where he was killed, in the barn.
Right. And the thing is, it's you had a cattle guard and everything there. But now you got, it's a subdivision with houses that's $300,000 plus.
Yes, and a school is built
School.
on the pasture where
Yeah.
all of this took place too.
Yeah.
It's an elementary school now.
Yep. I mean, that's weird shit. I mean, there's stories back here. I mean, you can keep going and on and on. That just in my area, we had it was a three-way love triangle. The girl didn't die, but she damn near almost bled to death, where she was having an affair with this guy, and he was married, and she was getting ready to go out and tell the wife about the affair. So he said, let's have one last romp, and brought her back on the other side of the overpass, where I live at. And back then, it was on 1088 and 36. Well, it was on 1088 because she walked all the way from, he wound up tying her hands with telephone cords and stabbing her. And he left her for dead, and she walked. She was able to get her feet free and walked all the way down 1088, got on the overpass, tried to flag people on Interstate 12, and didn't, because there was blood stains on that bridge for years. Tried to flag, and then went to Kavanaugh. I think his last name was Kavanaugh's house, where she finally got help. They called the ambulance and everything and got her help. And I was coming home from work that night. I didn't see her. I mean, I just must have just missed her. Or I came a little bit too early. But that just happened when I was coming home from work one night. And I mean, that's the kind of stuff that happens back in St. Tammany. I mean, it's big. It's not, people just going around shooting each other. That's
talk about killer, and you had a serial killer living in Mandeville.
You're a serial killer. You killing my heart for the last, 8 years.
I know.
Hey, Dana, Josh wants to know, says, didn't you used to be an actress?
No.
Go ahead, Dana.
But thank you. I used to be a singer, though, in a bunch of bands, but I was never an actress. But thank you.
Oh, well, that's interesting. How long ago was you a singer in a band?
Oh, Lord. I started singing when I was in second grade. And I was in bands from my early 20s until I was almost 40.
Dang.
Wow. Okay.
I was in different bands, yeah. I was a singer with Gerard Street Band. I was Southern Comfort. I was a bunch of bands. I was in, One Way. I was, that was the main band I was in for a long time. So,
nice.
Yeah.
That's a coincidence because I watch bands.
I miss it, but I honestly, I had the reason I quit is I had a blood clot form in my neck, and I almost died from it. But when they did my surgery, they messed up my vocal cords, putting the thing down my throat, and I can still sing, but I can't sing like I used to sing, so I just don't do it anymore.
I'm sorry.
Even wants to know what kind of music.
I used to do a lot of like rhythm and blues.
Ooh.
I would sing a little bit of everything, but I love rhythm and blues. I love to sing the blues. You know, Tina Turner is my idol. I
Nice.
love it. I like to, I like to do a lot. I used to sing a lot of her songs, you know.
So since you do the research for the team, Dana, then do you actually go out on the investigation with them as well, or?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm an investigator also.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
when you're out on an investigation, do you prefer to use equipment? Do you just prefer to stand back and watch?
Oh,
What do
I'm
you
all
do?
in. I'm all in everything. From
Okay.
day one, I feel like I don't know what it is. Paranormal does not, I've never been scared of the paranormal. My
Sure.
first paranormal experience, I was 5 years old, and my grandfather died, and I had a conversation with him in the kitchen. I fell asleep on the sofa. I woke up. Everybody was asleep. I was hungry. I went in the refrigerator, and my grandfather's spirit was sitting there asking me why I was out of bed. You know, and I've had experiences since I was a little girl, and so I've never had anything that's actually scared me yet. You know, the only thing that's ever scared me on an investigation, and Jackie and him were laughing, is I was blindfolded listening.
The
Yes, this message. Yeah.
Yeah, and Gabe touched me, and I thought I was actually touched. Just someone touch me, I got,
So
but
you've never been touched while on an
I
investigation?
have never been touched, not yet.
Okay.
But like I said, I've ever since I was 3 years old, I've had experiences, but I've never had anything that scared me yet. It's always been positive things that I've experienced.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
That's real good.
Knock on wood.
So
But
what
I'm
would be
sure something's going to catch me one of these days.
well, what would be your favorite piece of equipment right now? Being a new person, in a sense.
Well, I have an SLS camera I haven't used yet. It's brand new. I can't wait to use that on this coming up investigations. But I just like, honestly, I honestly, I think I prefer my tape recorder. My good old fashioned tape recorder.
Yep.
It don't have none of the static, none of the stuff that glitches in and out. And if you hear an EVP, it's a legit EVP. So I think that's probably, I have just about every piece of equipment so far. There's a few, I don't think I have anything. Do y'all know of any piece of equipment I don't have right now at this moment? I have just about everything y'all have. I think I got just about everything, but I think the plain old tape recorder, I think I enjoy seeing if something's going to actually speak more than that's my favorite thing.
We got digital recorders. We got S boxes. Got two S box 7. We have what two or three different types of we had cameras. Talking about the REM pods.
I think between all of us, we have every piece of equipment that you can possibly buy. So we're pretty set up on our investigations.
Yeah,
that's good. But man, once you start setting everything up, you're like, is it up yet? And then you get it up, and then the investigation happens, and you get done. You're like, shit, now we got to take it all back down.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
really
drained.
Like
God.
investigations, when you leave, you're just completely drained. Especially if you're, if there's something there and you're in contact with something. it's just like when you go to you know, I'm just exhausted.
Yep.
After some of these investigations, it's taken me days to get over it.
Oh
The
yeah.
exhaustion.
I think sometimes though, using too much equipment on an investigation can hinder the experience. Um, Not that equipment can't be beneficial, but I think that if you have to spend 4 or 5 hours setting stuff up and then only get an hour or two to investigate,
Yep.
to me that's not necessarily a good thing.
Well,
I
the
would
way
rather have 5 hours of investigation and 1 hour of setup.
that's
Yep.
about usually what we take to set up, huh, guys? About less than an hour, actually.
Less
Huh?
than an hour. Yeah, because
Yeah.
everybody chips in. It's not just one
Sure.
person setting up.
Sure.
And you're right, Chris. I mean, there's been a couple times, you know, and we were
We've
together at
been
one place,
places where it's like, oh my
and
God.
it took forever to set up. And by the time we started investigation, you're like, why am I investigating? Because I'm gonna have an hour or two, maybe three, to investigate, and then I'll have to tear everything down. So yeah, I mean, I totally understand that. For me, anyways, sometimes too much equipment's an overkill. I'm like you, Dana.
It depends
Me
on
and
what
my
you set up, and when we go on an investigation, I like to be there. I want to be there early enough
Yep.
right before the sun goes down. I mean, I want to be
Right.
out there to be able to see what's out there, the lay of the land. If I'm doing an outdoor investigation, um, I want to be able to get an idea where landmarks are and stuff like that. And then you set up, and then when nighttime falls, then you actually can do your investigations. What gives you
Absolutely.
here, it starts about 8 o'clock. The sun's finally going down somewhere in that neighborhood, and then you have to 8 till whenever, depending on how much activity you're getting.
We usually go
Absolutely.
about 12 o'clock, so we usually get in a good 4 or 5 hour investigation on a norm.
That's good.
But I think the Barber House was one of my favorite investigation. It was like one of the most active places. I think it's like when you're looking through the cameras, there was nothing but orbs shooting the whole night everywhere, shooting in and out of everybody. It was crazy. That was a poltergeist in that house, wasn't it, Howard?
Is that the one was right there by the lakefront?
No, that was the one in Slidell with the
Oh
little.
yeah. That's
When I didn't go there.
when you didn't go. Yeah, cool. They had some stuff going on in that house. That's for sure. That was something that they kept walking across from one room to the other room. It's like because that's where the two youngest two of the children were actually staying there. Well, I say children, they were in their teens, but they were
Right.
actually crossing from room to room. They just kept walking back and forth.
It was so heavy you could barely breathe. Remember that?
Yeah.
How it was so heavy. We did a cleansing. Well, I would all hallelujah, boy. But I tell you what, they have not had any more activity in that house since we cleansed that house. Poltergeist was really messing with the two kids, and I talked to them a couple of weeks ago, and they have not had any activity. And it's been about a year now.
That's good. We did our job.
Yes.
So then when you do the cleansing as a team, is there a lead that takes the lead for the saging, or do you use other products? What do you do?
Everybody pretty much participates in that. And we have, of course, you have the sage and hollow sticks. We use camphor, depending on how much activity and what's in the house.
Talk. We got some stuff that'll keep them from coming in or leaving out of a room. What is that called?
Holy water.
Use holy water. Yeah, that's what I use. I have holy water.
The chalk we got from Bambi's shop.
You must be talking about the camphor.
It's white and round.
Oh, I don't know.
You put the across above.
I didn't use. I usually use when I'm doing it when I'm cleansing. it going from room to room. I cleansed the room. Of course, you walk through with the sage and everything. Then we cleanse it with less holy water in each
Holy
room,
water.
and then we put the
use
signs of the
everything
cross
we can think
of
of.
each doorstep, or or every window. And then drive it outward, and then that's when we let it know. Then we use camphor, which is like dropping a nuclear bomb on them, and that pretty much gets rid of anything and everything. I mean, it completely makes it stagnant. I mean, it just gets rid of everything.
And what is that?
Camphor.
Okay, never heard of it.
Yeah, that's like the atomic bomb, man. That's like you get rid of elementals, you get rid of everything with this stuff.
Nice.
I got some at Voodoo Authentica.
Oh.
When we were down there.
Oh yeah, I didn't get to go down. That's right.
That ain't my fault, sir. You were invited.
That's where we got that from.
You could have road trip with me and Jason.
I was having heart problems. You remember?
Listen, I know CPR.
Right. You gonna give me mouth to mouth?
Listen, if need be, yes, I can do that.
Hurry up, get over
here. A defibrillator machine and had it charging in the car. And
dude,
if you get shocked, boom, we're there.
Dude, I will let you shock me even though I'm not dying. I'm just saying.
I can't, Scotty.
Hey, if you ain't seen some of my videos, I mean, I let my aunt use a taser on me just so I could see what it was like.
Well, your heart issue, buddy.
It just jolt me back alive. I'm just saying.
Oh, Lord Jesus, take the wheel.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
you know,
my Lord.
It's like that song by Ace Frehley. You know, shock me, make me feel better.
I can imagine you sitting in the back seat of that car with them. Scott, go ahead and drive. I gotta take care of something back seat.
No, wait. First, she's gotta go. Listen.
What the fuck?
I love it when she wants to go.
I'll be right back. 1 second.
Okay. Oh, I mean, you know, as long as he wasn't recording it, it'd be okay. That's all I'm saying. It'd be all right. Oh, I can't. Oh, Stephen Woodard. Really? Really?
I put that up there. Jesus. Don't think I'd want Chrissy Baggett mouth on my mouth after knowing what she's been in her mouth.
I brush my teeth and use freaking mouthwash. Just hush. Just listen. That's not okay, Steven. I don't care if you're the boss man or not. Shit. Don't make me call your wife. I already got her on your butt once today. I'll do it again.
What did he do?
Oh, listen. He was in that chat and he was running off on a topic, and me and Courtney jumped his ass. Then here comes Mama Pun. It was early this morning. And shoot, I don't even know if it was like
maybe underneath. She's underneath him.
What, did you lose a dog?
I'm back.
No.
Did I miss anything good?
Does not watch little Jason.
No, you're fine.
Stop it.
Scott is going to.
Stephen Woodard is just being Stephen.
Yeah, Howard, speaking of that investigation on Mandeville Lakefront you brought up earlier, that was a pretty interesting investigation. The house was built back in the 1800s.
It was unplugged.
And it was pretty active. That one was very active, but it was nothing malicious in that house. It was just, wasn't it a boarding house or something at one time?
What the hell are you three doing? What are you guys looking at? Y'all got your heads down? You guys trying to find some penis or something? I mean, good
I'm
lord.
liking the comments. I think Howard is froze.
He sure is. I'm talking to him and they're not
That's
moving.
funny shit right there. I'm
I gotta take a picture of this. Get to my camera. Everybody look up at him.
That's funny.
Somebody message Howard.
I honestly thought he was just reading a comment.
I didn't know what they were doing. They're like,
oh, they're off.
There you go. She said, "Be right back."
All right, they probably had a reboot or something.
yeah, I looked and all three of you are looking down like this. I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Like, should I be looking down at something too?
See what you missed?
Well,
see what you missed?
when we were talking, we have an ice machine, on the counter, and we have an ice scoop, and it was on the counter, and it fell on the floor. I don't know how. Don't care. Baps. This is my house. They ain't doing shit.
No, I was actually in the comments trying to reply and stuff to the comments.
Oh, okay.
Is what I was doing.
Yeah, I can't see any of the comments. Right, I have my phone turned sideways now. I had to put it on the charger, so I didn't. My battery was going low.
Wait, her and Jason are on that site, dude. I'm gonna have to find that.
There y'all are.
Now we're back.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Y'all
My computer was unplugged. My computer was unplugged and the battery went dead, so I had to charge it back. Put the charger back on it.
I was sitting here just talking to you. I thought you were.
We was listening to you. Jackie's watching the whole thing right there. She's like,
I was just talking.
Listen,
I didn't know what was going on.
I got a picture of y'all froze.
Yeah.
Yes, you took a picture of y'all froze.
What was Jackie trying to help you find? I just can't figure it out.
Plug. She wanted to make sure the plug wasn't unplugged from the wall. No, it was unplugged from the computer.
Everything that plug. That plug. My bad.
The mother plug. That extension cord went out years ago.
Oh, right. Speaking of plugs, hey Chrissy, I need a hookup. Wetzel's is coming up.
What?
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 I said, speaking of plugs, I need a hookup because Wetzel's is coming up in 2 weeks.
What's Wetzel's?
My big biker party that I go to every year. When I wake up in tutus and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Well, you just let me know what you need, and I'll hook you up.
I would need a.
We'll talk after the show.
It ain't for me though.
The Listen Queen boobs. Steven! That is not me. I do not have an Only's fan.
You on OnlyFans? Speaking of which, I had an idea to make some money. So I'm thinking of do my own paranormal thing and be like SGP, stripper guy paranormal. And I'll go in and investigate and strip while I'm there and make some money. Dude, that's off the hook.
Are the ghosts gonna pay you? How are you gonna get paid?
Are y'all pros again, Howard?
No, I'm listening. I'm everything that's going on. No, I just find this fascinating. That's
He was like staring. He was like,
friends. I mean, this is what you learn. I mean, I'm just going with what I'm learning.
Dude, I need to make that work.
Josh said,
"Oh, you look like I'm frozen." Is because I watched them, and I want them to think that because they just start talking shit, and I'm just like.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, Lord. You could go on investigations with Jason and Paranormal Penis. Listen, he is dead set on he wants a show called The Paranormal Penis.
Who does?
Jason. And I'm gonna be his first guest.
That would be his only guess. It'd be broadcasted
There you
through
go.
OnlyFans,
That could
right?
be your OnlyFans page.
Oh, God love him.
That could be your OnlyFans page. Paranormal penis.
I mean, shoot, that could pay for all kinds of
That's
investigations.
what I'm saying. You guys could dress up as ghosts and shit.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay, my bad.
I could paint his penis to look like a ghost. Now that would be
Like
funny.
Adventures.
Howard,
like,
y'all went and saw the director over the Mandeville Cemetery. I can't remember what's the date it was started in the 1800s, wasn't it? The cemetery that Mandeville.
Something like that.
Was it like 1883 or something like around there?
I can get all that information because I put in a call to him, and then she's off tomorrow.
Thursday, yeah. I know you're scheduled, Miss Jack.
Why are you worried about what Steven's writing?
Be nice to my girl.
At least Courtney's got my back. Thanks, sis. Love you.
Ding dong paranormal.
I mean, you got that right.
No, but I don't know. I'm going to drive over there tomorrow and see what, because he hasn't called me back that I know of, and if he has it, then I'm gonna go up to the city hall and just see if I can capture him. See if he'll go ahead and type that letter all out for me. Get that all taken care of, so I can just shoot right next door to the police station and give them a copy. And there you go.
Yeah, remember that man? What's his name? They call. We're not gonna say his name. Not on air. They called me and wanted us to pay for detail and all that stuff.
So, is the cemetery big? Is it a big cemetery that you guys are going to?
It's nice size. It's not huge, but it's a good enough size where you can walk around and see everything that's going on in it.
Right on.
It's right next to actually like a little swamp area.
It has like 3 big sections. Is it 3 or 4 sections? Big sections.
I thought it was like 2 big sections. Yes, 2 big sections.
2 big sections.
Oh, 3. It's 3. It's 3. You're right. It's 3.
Yeah.
Because you have 2 roads that run actually through it.
And then they got the one to the back. And yeah.
Right.
And did you say it's like a swampy area?
Yeah.
So aren't you guys concerned about
it's
like
not a swampy area? No.
alligators and stuff like that? I mean,
snakes,
But
alligators.
we are looking for a cemetery. We are looking for a cemetery. It's a slave cemetery, correct?
Slave and Indian, yeah.
An Indian cemetery, but it's like way back in the swampy area, and I guess we're gonna have to get a drone out or something.
do you guys
find it with a drone? I think you guys actually have to walk it.
Going trying to find it.
Do you guys ever carry anything to protect you from stuff like that? Because here in Indiana, we don't have stuff. What am I going to get hit by? A cow?
I got plenty. I bring Jackie with me.
The swamp witch.
Yeah. Something comes at me, I can just grab her and throw her straight at it, and I can
Jackie.
run.
Howard.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Listen, okay. So when I come down there and I join the team, I'm going to bring one of those tasers that we can shoot the prongs. So when he throws you at something, I'm tasing his ass. So he's going down on the ground too. That's all I'm saying. Then I'm going to.
I got a taser. I got that Jacob's ladder.
Yeah.
That Jacob ladder do it.
I bet you it would. It looks like it will.
I'm sure it would. How many volts are running through that?
I don't know, but that sucker it holds 3 AA batteries. With the thing, I mean, you can see it because it's small. It's only about the wires that only come up. It's just enough for a room.
Right.
It's not nothing for a big area.
Right.
And it has what do they call it? Dang, I can't think of what the hell it's
Cattle.
no, it's EMF pump built into it. So it vibrates and it also throws off the arc.
Yeah, like he likes to sit here and turn it on and have stuff behind him up here.
I want to
First
touch
night
it.
I got it. Yeah, the first night I got it, I was showing people on. It was on Petri dish.
Yeah.
think
I remember that.
And I was just in there putting it on there and showing people, and right next to me, they had a freaking full apparition.
I remember that.
Well, they live in a haunted house, so for real, they do.
We know.
Some of the things that pictures I've seen from their house is sort of scary.
I'm gonna touch that ark. I want to see if it hurt.
It hasn't been too active around here lately. I think it quieted down this last month.
I get spooky in the morning when I walk out the door.
So I'm getting used to it.
I always wondered why I was so spooked walking out the door.
I think it's got a lot to do with the land and in your like your area, not just y'all's property, but in the
whole area.
Oh, yeah.
Because they found some stuff in my brother's house.
They have activity all around y'all too, right?
Yeah, my brother's, he's been having a lot of activity at his house. So that's what I'm saying. It hasn't been a lot here. It's quieted down unless I'm getting used to it.
I'm gonna take my body cam and set it up that way, see if I can catch something like in that light.
That picture, that apparition of that little girl, that was like, she was like in 18th century looking clothes.
Yeah, she was white. She had white dress on, like it was an old dress. She walks the properties. She walked all through here. They actually found in front of my brother's house. He's got outdoor cameras, and they've seen shit walking around out in front of their house and stuff. They actually captured orbs floating underneath their carport and everything. Bunch of them. One time.
Yeah, our area for some reason,
Louisiana
is a very haunted state.
Yeah.
But yeah, the cemetery that
I know I'm beautiful.
Huh?
You tell him, Jackie.
I did what? I must have missed something scratching my ear.
He was staring at her, and she says, "Why are you staring at me? I know I'm beautiful."
Oh.
He's over here mumbling shit in my ear, and it's like,
oh shit, Jackie getting freaky.
Investigation, they laughed at us, Dana and Gabe, because they call us on the phone and we argue the whole time
driving. Especially if you're in the car with these two. Oh, slow down. She's holding the door. Slow down. Shut up. You're making me nervous. And the whole trip.
So you all argue like an old married couple.
It's not like they're really fighting. That's just how they communicate.
Oh, that's really fighting with her. I'm getting ready to stick her ass in the trunk. That's what I'm getting ready to do.
And they're laughing. They do sit there and laugh.
Why you gonna stick her in the trunk?
You haven't heard her.
I'm paranoid.
What you mean I haven't heard her? I've been around her.
Oh, you have not.
I'm slowing down.
You only saw what she wanted you to see.
Isn't that how it usually goes?
We had about a 7-hour argument going to Kansas, leaving the house, going to Kansas.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't
7 hours on the road, listening to her shit while I'm driving. It was my live, and I went live, and
she just arguing with you?
She took it over.
Oh, don't take over Howard's live. What, Jackie? I couldn't hear you, baby.
I told him that he couldn't drive and talk and do a live at the same time.
Well, yeah, you make her nervous when you drive, period.
Well,
yeah, I'm doing like 30 in a 55. You know, that's too fast.
What?
Curves.
They had curves. Oh my God, they had a curve.
So you drive like Chrissy, huh?
Talking on the phone. Dude, you need 2 hands.
I would be scared to ride with Chrissy because I had her following me before, and that's all I see was the top of her head. That was just a little red head. It looked like Chucky was driving a fucking car. That was it.
Y'all didn't notice I got burgundy hair now. I don't have dark hair anymore.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
What Jackie
2
wanted.
days after y'all's wedding, I went burgundy. Something different.
Chrissy make Michael Andretti look like he's going slow.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. On the regular.
What says this? What does that mean? Creepiest thing for me is when you're in the deep south and I haven't. I mean, I've existed at the cemetery, but not. There was one story. A guy told me it was at the car dealership, and I've been friends with him. That's Louis Leberton. Do you remember? You know who Louis Leberton is? That works over at Rainbow, Dana.
Not Rainbow Imports, but Rainbow.
Yeah, Buick.
My husband probably does. He knows all of them.
Louis went to school with us. He was a year behind me.
Leberton?
Leberton?
Yeah, Leberton.
Real tall.
Yeah.
Real tall.
That's Lisa Leberton's cousin. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's his wife's name, Lisa.
No,
she's
Lisa's
a nurse.
cousin. He might be married to Lisa.
Ain't no telling. But anyway, he told me right there in Lake Ramsey, there's a spot in that lake, but somebody drowned. It was a young kid or some old. I forgot the story how it goes, but anyway, there was somebody who drowned in that spot right around the middle of the lake. And every time you go to that spot in that middle of the lake, it's always freaking freezing cold in that one spot.
I'll have to go check that out because that's where I'm in. I'm in Lake Ramsey. I live off of Lake Ramsey Road right here, and it's a gated community now. But back in the day, it used to be where everybody used to go camping and swimming and stuff like that.
And there's another way to get back there. It's not, you don't have to go through that gated community because I got friends that go back there catfishing.
Maybe on the other side, from 20 off of 190.
You gotta go through like the woods to get to that place.
Yeah, but it's a gated community now, and everybody's house is on the lake.
Hey Howard, Steven said you need to put up the flyer for the Parallax Links New Orleans Beer Fest.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to put it in my computer yet. I gotta put it in. I gotta download it.
Stupid phone.
I can pull it up on here. I mean, I can.
You guys were talking about the boy that drowned in the lake, and there was camping. And dude, I'm telling you, I think that his name was Jason Voorhees. I'm taking a shot in the dark.
This ain't Crystal Lake. It's Rent Lake Rams.
Hey, it don't matter. He's still coming after you.
Yeah, he can have the lake. That's Jason.
I can pull it up this way.
Ugh.
It's got a glare to it.
Yeah.
I'm about to download it.
Where'd you go?
Hang on.
That's the Fear Fest.
You going
Fear Fest.
No, I'm not going poop. I'm right here. Give me a second.
No, you good.
When's the dates and everything, Howard?
Working on that. It's going to be next. It's going to be, we're trying to push for October. And that's going to be our team that's going to be basically hosted.
Where's it going to be at? Do you know what location?
It's going to be downtown. It's going to be off of Canal Street or off of Canal Street in the middle of the city.
Oh, okay.
Being walking distance to everything. Harris Casino, French Quarter, everything. I'm even thinking about having that at the casino. Might be able to do it there too.
Oh shit!
I'm looking at a couple of hotel venues. I want to try, see if I could do possibly like the Hilton, the Marriott, one of those places like that. But they have a big convention center in the bottom of it. That way we could put in boots and stuff like that. And then I want to try to talk to remember the people at the mortuary,
Yes.
Dana?
Yes.
Try to get that as and I think that they charge you for that. I think per night, and I don't know if that's a flat fee or if that's per person. If it's a flat fee, then I can live with that, and use that as a haunted location that we can sell tickets, or they can raffle a ticket or two or something like that to bring people on an investigation into a real just normal, people who want to try to go with paranormal investigators and just let them go and do that.
That'd be awesome.
We have plenty of. There's a place here in Covington. I'm still trying to find out who owns this place. It's the old nunnery. I still want to get in there and very much to go investigate there.
Somebody else just went in there. I forgot who the hell it was. Then I want to get Andrew Gonzalez involved on this. Andrew, he's Paranormal 303. And Andrew's, he knows a lot of places around the city too. I mean, he's been here for a long time. Him and his wife. So I'm going to be reaching out to him pretty soon. And then Sydney Smith, who was just in here, I want to reach out to him. And we got to get sponsors. We got to get people to endorse, and then we got to start with commercials and everything else. It's going to make this a big event.
Right on. I'm going to be there. I will be at this one.
City. This is a haunted city. I mean, people. I mean, that's a lot of the tourism here comes here just because this place is history of hauntings and all.
Absolutely. I mean, there's been a lot of death there. At least in New Orleans.
Yeah. Still going on too. Still a lot of death happening.
Oh, I really don't like going into New Orleans. I try to avoid it because the crime rate, carjacking's gone up 153% in the last year. Just the carjackings alone. There's murders every day in New Orleans. It's a very balanced city. It's a beautiful city, but it's got a very bad dark side to it also.
Well, I think any large city has things like that.
Yeah. But
Fort Wayne's gotten bad. And Fort Wayne's 20 minutes from me, and there's a murder there every day.
One.
And it's just like
these motherfuckers, they'll shoot you while you're driving on the interstate.
Yeah, we got a serial shooter on the interstate that's killing people.
What?
Yeah.
Damn, that shit happened back in the 90s in Washington, D.C., that Maryland area. The, what do they call that? Called him the Washington Sniper or something like that. Remember that?
Where he was just shooting people from the car.
Yeah.
He was a black gentleman and he had a young teenage boy with him or something.
Yep, an Asian kid. Yeah.
I think he was. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. But
that's what makes it fun. You see, either you're going to go experience ghosts here, or you're going to become a ghost.
Become one.
That's right. Win-win. It's a win-win.
Yeah, New Orleans, go on vacation and we'll go home in a body bag.
Hey, I brought everybody from
they know we're promoting an event. Don't scare everybody.
I know.
No, but I gotta say, I brought my wedding party there. We brought everybody from the wedding party, just about, let's see, who came in from out of town there. We brought people from Los Angeles, Arizona, Indiana, all over the United States. We brought them there, and they had a good time. And did y'all see anything that was terribly frightening, or except that dude in drag?
Yeah, I can't wait to meet you, Irene. And just so you know, I have a thing for Asian women. I'm just saying.
Probably because you might be taller than them.
Hey, shut the hell up. That ain't funny.
You know I love you, Scotty.
Oh, I love you.
You love Scotty.
Oh, the spawn of Satan is home. My son, that would make me Satan. I'm just saying.
Oh.
He's a good kid, isn't he, Chrissy?
Yes, he is. He's a very good kid. Very
You
good
might
kid.
know him.
Just
Bring him
like
down.
his
We'll
dad.
corrupt him.
That's for damn sure. Listen, I was a well-mannered, well-behaved, well-rounded, non-drinking individual till I went to New Orleans.
And he spent the week with
You're
Howard.
saying
A couple
it
of days
wrong.
with Howard.
Lord.
You're saying it like a tourist. It's
I-
New Orleans.
Well,
New Orleans.
I
Say
can't.
it. New Orleans.
I
New
can't.
Orleans.
I'm an Indiana girl. I'm not a Louisiana girl.
When we hear people say New Orleans, it was like, because nobody around here says that.
I know, but I'm not from there, so I don't have that Cajun accent.
You don't need a Cajun accent. Where you going to, woman? You sat way over there now. You had to be on the show. Now you way over in the corner.
Well, see, you made her mad. Quit yelling at her. That's your wife. Shit.
I'm still getting used to that. Your wife.
You were at the
Y'all been
wedding.
married what now? 6 weeks, 8 weeks, something.
Almost.
I don't know. You know, how long we been married?
I don't know.
Y'all been together for forever, but
Almost 2 months, people.
almost 2 months.
Oh, okay. Thank you. It seemed like a
I'm
year
still thinking
already.
about your crawfish etouffee you made, Howard.
Huh?
I'm still thinking about that crawfish etouffee you made.
That's pretty decent. Well, I just
Is
made
it?
another batch. And she said in it, I said, get the etouffee. We got to pick it up. I don't want to pick it up. She made one big bag and she made, freeze it, and then made a little big bag. I said, what the you split it up, Jackie. I mean, I had them big, big
Give me a
jokes.
hug.
I was hurt when you didn't do that.
You always hurt me.
I slipped on those stairs.
Whose fault is that? Is that
The
my fault?
rain.
Oh, then blame the rain. Don't blame me.
All I saw was my feet go up and my butt.
She did a
hurt.
Chrissy on my front porch.
I did.
What? Y'all were wrestling? And then
No,
you
she
ended up
wrestled with
having
the
sex?
rain in the front porch.
I wrestled with the slippery-
Oh, you fell, Jackie? You fell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love you, Courtney.
I was
That
walking
hurts.
too
The older you
fast.
get, the more falling hurts. I'm telling you.
My butt. Today I couldn't even bend over. Now I do the truck.
Mm-mm-mm.
Hey, Mom, can you start the dryer, please?
What?
What?
That's Aiden asking my wife to restart the dryer.
Oh, I thought someone was popping in somehow, like with a radio, with a broadcast.
Irene said she's gonna need a place to cook there too. I don't know. We talk to people. I got to start working on that here soon. All some of these hotels and shit. Convention center. Convention center's too big.
Steven.
Maybe they'll cut us a deal or some on some stuff.
I'll be back.
I'll grab them.
I'm gonna kick some butt.
Well, Irene, I mean, I'm sure if the venue doesn't have a place, I mean, I'll be there. I'll be living in that general area. Howard's there. We'll
You're
find
moving?
it.
You're moving down here?
Yeah.
You're moving here? Awesome. Awesome.
Gonna be. That's what I said in the chat. She's gonna be a new team member.
Okay. I didn't know.
Chrissy Baggett.
I'm sorry?
Her name's Chrissy Baggett. That's why I even put it in the chat.
Right, but I didn't. I'm sorry. There's so many, like,
You didn't make the connection?
I didn't make the connection. I can't read people's names because I don't have all my glasses and stuff.
Well, my name ain't even up there. It just says Listen Queen. But you did meet
okay.
me at the wedding.
Yes, I did.
Mhm.
You were singing karaoke. You were singing a song or something too, huh?
I
that
did.
you?
I
Okay.
did.
All right. I thought
did.
that. Okay. Look. Y'all look like blurry little faces right now. I'm sorry. I got this little tiny phone, and I don't want to wear my glasses on live.
She said, "If God was one of us."
Yes.
I did not.
Now, what did you sing?
I don't remember. Jackie, do you remember?
No.
I don't remember. It was a
Can't
fast
remember
one.
yesterday. She can't remember she did 10 minutes ago.
Yes, I can.
What'd you
I
do?
asked you for a lighter. You
You didn't ask me for a
Yes, I
lighter.
did.
Where I'm going to get a lighter? I don't smoke. Why would I have a lighter?
Where's that?
You have to cleanse a home. Aren't you burning sage? You need a lighter for
I
that.
get her lighter. When I go on an investigation, I'll get a lighter.
You say it's my lighter. Or it could be Dana's. That did.
Well.
Oh, honey, I can look. I got like a collection. I probably got to buy 100 lighters at my house.
There you go, Chris.
Don't go breaking my heart. That's a good song. I like singing.
I
I
make
like
sushi.
karaoke.
Oh, I love sushi.
You went to
So,
sushi. Where's sushi?
What?
Tell me what sushi is. Is it made in Indiana? Does it come from Indiana?
I can't. Josh, you don't want to Google it. You don't want to Google it. You just want to walk away from that whole
We're
conversation.
going to talk about sushi with Jackie.
I promise you. You just walk away. Just don't even continue that conversation. Josh. Oh my God. Listen, Chad Huge ass. There was no porn at the wedding.
Chicka wow wow. Chicka wow wow wow.
Jesus, take the wheel.
She said, I will make Jackie some sushi. I didn't say nothing. I'm just looking at you like I'm trying to let you figure it out for yourself. What is it made out of? What kind of fish? You want me to go get you some sushi out of Lake Pontchartrain right quick?
Howard!
Jackie, we can go get together and go eat some sushi. I love sushi.
I like my sushi fried.
Yeah, I'm not into raw fish. I mean, like the vegetable. If it's just vegetables, okay, but raw fish is not my thing.
I can eat
certain
fish, dipping in the sauce. Look, you can put
I
me
like
anywhere in the
certain
world. I am not going hungry.
sushi, but I don't like eel. I tried eel. I don't like it.
It's
But
got a good flavor if you can get past what you're eating, huh? It's
I like using the yum yum sauce. I think it's called.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah, that stuff's hot.
Sushi is a way of food
Wasabi's
is
hot.
prepared, actually. So it doesn't necessarily have to be raw fish. A lot of people like your California rolls.
Yes.
It's made with the artificial
Dragon
crab
rolls.
meat, avocado, stuff
Yep.
like that. So,
You see, like stuff like that, I would eat. Or if it's actually cooked fish in it, I would eat. But the raw fish thing, nope, this girl ain't doing it. Nope.
you can put me anywhere. I'm gonna eat. Maybe that's the Cajun in me. You're talking to somebody who eats frog legs and alligator and
yep, nope. See,
we're gonna have to make a Louisiana girl out of you when you come. Sorry.
I don't know. I don't eat Kermit.
Frog legs taste a lot like chicken. I'm telling you, it really does.
You know what? Everybody tells
No,
about
no, it doesn't.
and
No, it doesn't.
It's a
No.
good
does
white
not
meat.
taste like chicken. I promise you. Not even a little bit.
I'll eat fried frog legs, but I won't eat boiled frog legs.
I have tried it, Dana. I am that person that I will try it at least once.
Right.
But no. Not my thing.
Now, fried alligator is good. Fried alligator.
Now, I've never had that.
I want to try gator. I heard it's really good.
We
I
make
won't
it
do frog legs.
or fried. Yeah, it's very good.
I've tried octopus. Me and Aiden's tried octopus. I did not like it.
It's real chewy.
Yes.
Yeah, listen to her. She knows she's one sucker to another. She will tell you how that is.
Yeah, and I didn't like the texture of it. So
Yeah.
I like frog legs.
What's that?
I like frog legs. Go to Jennings. Jennings, that's frog leg capital right there.
Frog legs are delicious. I love fried frog legs. Yes.
Turtle soup.
Turtle soup. Yes.
Y'all eat turtle.
Yes, it's soup.
Irene's like,
Turtle soup is
yeah,
delicious. If you
avocado don't go on
never
soup.
had it, don't knock it. You have to, that's not something I'll go out of I won't go and catch a turtle for turtle soup. But if it's in a restaurant or whatever, if it's being prepared, yes, I love it. It's good. And then you get a little jigger of white wine and throw it in turtle soup. Oh God, so good.
Yeah, I've never had that, so I can't speak to whether it's good or not, but I'll take your word for it.
You ever had crawfish?
No. Well, yes, I think I ate some at the wedding. Didn't
Yeah,
I?
and that's your
Or
favorite.
shrimp.
Yeah, we got ball crawfish.
That was
When
shrimp.
you got to get your hands dirty and pop open a beer.
That place right there in Mandeville is not bad. It's drive-through crawfish. They had some pretty decent crawfish.
Listen, we went to some crappy restaurants. He had one job and he did not deliver when it came to giving me true Louisianan food. The only Louisiana food I had was basically at the wedding. Every other place he took
Oh,
me was crap. I'm
Yeah,
just
we got
saying.
wow.
po' boy in you and stuff. You still got to eat Big Bear po' boy.
Yeah, I didn't get a po' boy. I
Bears,
didn't
po'
get.
boys. This is the best po' boys
I
Okay,
didn't
anywhere.
get any of that.
Anywhere.
what's a po' boy?
A
It's like
hoagie.
like a
Y'all
hoagie,
might
a
know it as a
hero
hoagie.
Oh,
sandwich.
okay,
A Subway sandwich.
right, right,
We
right.
make ours on French bread.
It's a
We
high
cut it
dollar
open
Subway.
and you put like
Ooh, see
lettuce,
y'all,
tomato. We
y'all need to
call it
come up in
dress.
here so I can get you guys a tenderloin.
That's what
Oh, babe, I
Tim's
cook
been wanting to
tenderloin
do
at
with
least
me.
once a week in my house.
Oh no, you want this
All right.
tenderloin is like huge.
Yeah, this thing is huge down in
Bigger
Edinburgh.
than a
Yeah.
plate. It's
Oh,
bigger than
okay.
a plate.
Yeah.
It's like our po' boys. We say we want it dressed. Dressed means lettuce, tomatoes, and pickles, and I don't know what y'all call it over from where y'all from, but
So
yeah.
put some tassels on that damn thing. Put some nipple tassels on it. I'm ready for it. Bring it to me. That's with a little spice. That's jalapenos. That's when they put jalapenos on it. You
See,
don't
I
put nipple
want to come
tassels
down there
on
and try
it. You put it
crawfish.
on it.
Oh, crawfish. Oh, yeah.
I've never had it.
You
So
know what? We need when they come, take them to the House of Seafood. They got everything. They got crawfish, crabs, crab
That's
legs.
and if you like the seafood.
yeah, I don't
If
want
you
no
ate one
crab
of
stonks.
everything at that place, you walk out so full.
When Chrissy moves down here, we'll do her a crawfish bowl at her house. I'll bring all the stuff.
Hell
All
yeah.
right. Sounds like a winner.
Yeah, like I said, I'll pass on the crabs. I don't want crabs.
Oh,
Howard, you see the
crabs are
comment?
actually good.
I like crab legs, so
The inside of a crab. Well, wait a minute. What type of? We got
Hey, my
blue
lady.
crabs here.
Hey, Shannon.
hey Shannon.
Shannon Rogers just
Oh, come on.
come on, Shannon. I'll give you a few.
Eh,
She says she don't want no white crabs.
Well, there's different types of crabs. There's certain crabs that nobody wants. But we have blue crabs here.
Ooh.
And they're very good. They're very good.
See, I try that.
You go to casinos, you can get the stone crabs. You can get the Alaskan, what they call them, big Alaskan king crab.
Yeah. They got the Dungeness crabs there too.
What kind of
Those
snakes
are the
y'all got
brown
down there?
ones with the big big claws. Those are delicious.
Snake.
Yeah, you guys got pythons?
No, not really. Florida
No.
has them pretty much. No, thank God, but we have just about everything else. We do have swamp everywhere,
Well, I want to try python. I want to try snake meat, see if it's good.
Well, you
I've
tell me
had
what that is.
rattlesnake.
I don't do snake. I
You gotta talk to Steven about that. Go in his backyard, he'd get you rattlesnake and stuff
I've
like
had
that.
rattlesnake when I was in Arizona.
You ate rattlesnake?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it
I
wasn't
don't know.
bad.
Snakes gross me out. They just cringe me, and I just,
Listen, I don't like them
eat
alive,
everything
and I
else
sure
in the
ain't gonna
world,
pick
but I
one up.
won't
But
eat.
I mean, it was
I
dead,
won't
so
eat a
of course I was
snake.
gonna eat it. Florida has the pythons. They're here after Hurricane Andrew.
I don't know. I think we do got pythons in our swamp, to be honest.
Well,
I mean,
they might have gotten below. I don't know, but I've never ran across a python in the
never
swamps.
either.
I
I've
know
seen some
Florida
strange
is
looking
full
freaking
of them.
snakes.
I
What
know
you
Florida is
looking at,
full of
bro?
them. They even got a show about it off of Swamp People. They go to Florida and like Bruce and I forgot the other dude's name. They went down there and they were catching some big snakes down there. But I've never I grew up in the swamp. I've never once seen a python in the swamp.
You mean Troy went down there a few times too.
Yeah,
Troy Landry.
Troy Landry. Yeah.
Yeah, you know Mr. Bruce. I talk to him every once in a blue moon.
Yeah. Yeah. He was
Stephen.
he took a break from Swamp People. I don't know if he's going to be back next season or not.
He got a lot of damage at his house. I mean, he had a lot of damage from Hurricane Ida too.
Yes. Yes. And I think I know Troy just had Miss Troy just had a knee surgery. So, and I got Miss Liz. She is so sweet. I love Liz.
I got a number somewhere.
I have her number. It's in my phone.
Talk to her
Have a
husband.
good night, Stephen.
Get some rest.
Wake up!
Please, no hurricane. You live in Florida. What you mean, no hurricane? I mean, you living in the wrong.
Right off the mountain. We
Right?
finally see it's going to diminish.
Florida gets hit by hurricanes more than any place in the world.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, Louisiana, we get them, but not like Florida. Mm-mm.
I don't know. Katrina was pretty bad, though. I mean, Andrew was bad as well, but Katrina was bad.
Shannon says,
Everybody's
get
saying
to
that
us. I'm
Ida's
finishing up
worse
the
than
house. Look
Katrina.
at
I
calling
know.
them
I
for dead.
was here for both. Katrina
Shannon, you gonna go
was
snuggle?
a lot worse than Ida.
Shannon, you gonna snuggle?
So, are you one that stays, Dana, or do you evacuate?
No, ma'am. I stayed put.
About this, buddy.
I stayed. I was here during Katrina. I was here through Ida. I don't usually evacuate. Now I did go to a hotel off the ground for Ida because of Katrina. I was in Old Town in Slidell at the time, and we got like 16 feet of water. I had the second story, and I had water coming up into the second story of the building, and the roof got ripped off. So I decided when Ida hit, we went to a hotel, but I was still in the area 30 minutes from the house.
Gotcha.
You know, I just wanted to get off the ground because for Katrina, the water was so bad. Ida wasn't as bad with the water, but they say it was caused more damage, but I personally don't think so. I mean, it looked like a bomb hit when Katrina hit, and it wasn't as bad. Do y'all find Ida was as bad as Katrina?
I don't know because I ran for
I think so.
Katrina.
The only thing, the difference is that the levees broke during Katrina. That was the only difference. The winds were stronger. It did more wind damage than anything.
I wish I would have ran for Ida.
You had 5 trees down. You went up.
I know. I should have left. Because I'm staying here. You made me stay here.
I didn't make you stay here. Go.
Yeah, we for Katrina, I ended up going to my brother's in Picayune or Carrier. We were without electricity for 3 months over there.
Damn.
Ida, we were out of we didn't have electricity for about 2.5 weeks.
No,
was long enough.
You had a generator too.
Ida, we were out for 3 weeks while everybody had theirs on after 3 days.
Yeah, we didn't have it for almost about it was about 3 weeks. We didn't have electric, but we did have a generator.
I remember when I was down there, when I was in the Army, we were in Ocean Springs, and we had to pull guard duty on a bridge that connected Biloxi and Ocean Springs because people were walking out on the bridge. It's like, you guys need to get off the bridge, because it was just mangled up and it was horrible.
You got it back,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Did they actually
Katrina
listen?
tore up the twin span. The twin span
Right.
between New Orleans and Slidell.
Right.
It had. Remember I just think Katrina was worse than Ida, in my opinion. It 15, 16 years down the road, it was more expensive of a hurricane, but prices have gone up since then too.
Right.
Yeah, right. You believe that? They said that all day.
What, baby?
Reading a computer says rain.
Ain't no rain. They've been saying that for a week.
It rained for
Definitely
about
take a
5
bath.
minutes here today.
You're going out there and you want to take a bath.
Oh, Howard.
Howard.
Howard. Comments.
Oh, I can put a hex on me? Let's see. Let me do this. Let me hex you.
What'd they say?
They're going to put a hex on me. Put a hex on all of us.
Ooh.
I'll put it with my many other ones that I have on me already.
We love you too, Chef.
That's a show I'm going to have pretty soon. It's Internet Trolls.
There's always a troll.
Yeah, don't call me that. I'm not cool.
You're not a troll. You're Scotty.
You're a lucky charm.
I'm doing.
He's magically delicious, huh?
So.
Right, you take them with you, Josh.
I think you're trying to get him a few bites of food.
Where
was that? It was an adventure.
It was on YouTube. Steven.
Yeah, YouTube. Steven. And we're gonna have a show about that, about internet trolls.
Yeah.
And I want
to troll. Be fun. That'll be fun.
I'm gonna troll.
We're gonna troll the trolls.
Names and just start following them and start trolling them.
Yeah, we're gonna start trolling the trolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for that. That'd be fun.
Yeah. They have no idea what kind of worms they opening up, or do
That's
they?
right. Yes, I am.
Scotty is magically delicious. Says, Dana said Scotty's magically delicious.
I said what? Oh,
because I said he was a lucky charm.
Oh yeah, I said magically delicious.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm fun size.
You're what? No,
fun size.
Oh, fun size. Okay.
Yep. Vertically challenged.
We still love you.
I love you too, brother. What'd you say to me? Knock you out. Jenna is sitting across the table from me talking smack.
No, I was wondering who was talking to him. I was in a room.
His daughter.
Ready?
His daughter.
My spitting image.
Got a little 4-leaf clover.
Yeah, I'm a spitting image of my mother. I really am. I can be in the store and people I don't even know and say, "Your mother has got to be Linda," and I'm like, "Yeah." I look just like, I'm the only one out of all my brothers and sisters. I look just like her.
I asked Jackie for pictures of her mother. Says, why you want pictures of my mom? I said, I want to see what you're going to look like in a few years.
Ain't good.
Howard.
Ain't good.
Good Lord.
Girl, I'm depressed now.
Jesus, take the wheel.
That you got that right. He needs to take the whole freaking ship.
I mean, one ugly bitch. I already act like her.
I can't. I just can't.
Yeah.
No, my kids look like me. That's the sad part. Do they?
One of them in particular.
How's that new grandbaby and y'all? How's y'all's new grandbaby doing?
Good. She's getting bigger. She's precious.
You need to throw us some pictures and let's see what she's looking like. Well, she's about a month old now. 3 weeks?
3 weeks. Yeah, it should be a month on the 21st. 21st.
So 7
I
days.
held her yesterday.
He just walked over and picked her up. Like, don't pick that baby up.
I'll pick that baby up. I'll pick that baby up.
I have to wash my hands. They make me wash my hands. They smell my clothes. Wash my hands. I smell like cigarettes.
Yeah.
Me too.
But they won't let me hold the baby if I smell like cigarettes.
Yeah. You wash your hands and stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I always wash my hands before I touch a newborn. Pick up a newborn. I've always did. And if I smoke, I try to with mine, I would go outside and make sure I wasn't around them and stuff.
Yeah, I like to kiss them on the forehead, and they told me I couldn't kiss her for 6 weeks. I'm like, oh, jeez.
Well, little newborns are like susceptible to whooping cough and stuff. I don't know. Not saying you have it, but it's like a big thing about not kissing babies.
She looks like Caitlin. She reminds me of Caitlin when Caitlin was a baby.
That's definitely coming from your side of the family. I mean, that is definitely from you.
What?
That baby. That baby is 3 weeks old, and it's trying to pick its eye. He's got its eyes open, and he's trying to pick its her head up, and already trying to look out the window.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's good.
Window monitor.
That's cute. Yeah, I miss Zoe being a baby.
I look outside my window all day long.
Yeah, I got a 32-year-old, a 30-year-old, and a 6-year-old.
Holy moly. That's not a huge age gap.
Wow.
Zoe is my biological granddaughter, but we're in the process of an adoption. So, but yeah, starting over in your 50s is something else. It's different. It keeps you young. It wears you out.
She's just like, what the fuck you just said?
No, listen.
No.
I got a 23-year-old. I got twins that are 19, and I got a 15-year-old. I would not start all over again. Nope.
The best part about being a grandma is that you send them back to the parents.
Exactly.
Well, we can't do that, so
Well, I mean, if your place is the best place for your grandchild, I totally get that. But
my son is her biological father, and her mother's deceased, and my son is not. No.
In a place where we can take care of her.
She is our heart. We wouldn't know what to do without her.
Yeah.
She is definitely the focus of our universe.
Well, that's amazing that she has you.
Absolutely.
But me personally, no.
I said that too. I didn't even like kids for a long time. My kids were so bad. I was like, I don't even like kids. But it's different when you have when your grandkids come around. Grandkids are just so you have more mature love. It's just so much better with grandkids.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yep. Scotty's gonna have a grandbaby. When's that grandbaby due?
October 15th.
Woohoo!
That is a love that is beyond compare. Nothing can ever touch being a grandparent. The love you have.
When you get older, see, the thing is, you send them right back to their parents' house. You give them sweets like Red Bull and candy, the Snicker bar.
Full of candy, send them home.
and you send them back home.
The parents get you too when they send them here. They don't give you everything they need. So then the child goes crazy and attacks you.
Yeah. That little 4-year-old beat the shit out of Jackie the other night.
For really? Like
I was ready for him to go home.
He made Jackie his bitch that night.
Oh my gosh.
And I sat there and watched the whole thing. That was funny. He said, "No, Mama."
Wow. Somebody would have got a spank.
Somebody down. This boy's big. 4 years old. He's built like an 8-year-old.
Yeah, he's big for 4.
I thought he was older than 4 when he was the one in the back seat of the car yesterday, right?
Yeah.
When I was talking to y'all. Yeah.
He looks like he's
4.
He's 4, but he looks like he's like 7 or 8. He's so big. He's so tall. He's tall and he's big.
He just made 4 in April, huh?
Yeah.
Zoe's right at 4 foot tall. She's 6. Oh, she'll be 7 in November. She's right about 4 foot tall, almost a little bit shorter. She's like an inch shorter than 4 foot tall already. She's gonna be taller than me.
He didn't tell me how tall Dakota was, but she said that he weighs like 53 pounds.
Oh Lord.
So
I think Zoe was like 40 pounds. 45 pounds. Maybe.
It's 9:05. It's 10:05 over in Eastern. So I know Scotty he's got to go to bed. Listen, Queen, she's got to go and play Atari.
I got to put my child to bed.
No. I wasn't gonna miss halftime today. Had to get it in before.
But I really enjoyed being on the show, guys. Thank y'all for
coming.
Thank you.
For inviting
Thanks to everybody in the audience. We love you guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Tune in tomorrow.
Yep. Stay tuned tomorrow. We have what's his name? I got his name around here somewhere. Chris Stratton. He'll be back on. Last week he couldn't come on a Petri dish because his phone was broken and he just couldn't have a way to get on. So he is ready to come on tomorrow. So he'll be on tomorrow. And then on Friday's show on Holy Trinity, we're going to be talking about paranormal drinking games.
Oh, yeah.
I got to go get my daiquiri. Woo! I'm so excited.
We know who the true alcoholics are.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Both days going to be fun shows. So y'all tune in tomorrow and Friday, and we'll see you then and see y'all next week.
Bye.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Good night, everybody.